Hello all, welcome to Public Cloud Design Tips and Tricks again. As a part of OpenAI initiative or OpenAI sessions, today we'll be discussing on a very fundamental topic within OpenAI space. It's called prompt engineering. Okay, so there is no problem statement here. This session is more to deal with a very uh, high level overview, a small overview of what is prompt engineering. Okay, now let's discuss something about how an AI tool works. Okay, so let's discuss the life cycle in a very high level. So basically, when you talk to an AI tool, then you have to pass some commands to that particular AI tool. Here in this case, we are considering ChatGPT. So there are set of commands that you pass to an AI tool to get a result. Okay, now, if you're passing proper commands which the AI tool expects, then you will get an accurate result. Okay. But if you're not passing proper commands to that particular AI tool, then you will get an inaccurate results. Okay. Now those commands are known as prompts. Okay. In context with AI tool or ChatGPT. Now if you see ChatGPT how it works, you have to pass a set of prompts to the ChatGPT based on what you need basically. And once the ChatGPT intercept those prompts, it comes up with answers, okay, to the user, and that is called completion. So that is how it works. Now the entire process of fine tuning the prompt is called prompt engineering. Okay, so that is what it is, prompt engineering. Okay, so basically you deals with commands to talk to an AI tool. AI tool based on the commands gives you results. Okay. Now to make that results more accurate, you have to work on your prompts basically. Okay. And those fine tuning of prompt, is called prompt engineering. So that is how it is. Now let's discuss about prompt elements. Okay. So I have taken four important elements of prompt actually. Those are instruction, context, input data, output indicator. Okay. Now what is an instruction? An instruction are basic prompts basically, or basic set of commands you can say. Okay, that you ask ChatGPT, you ask ChatGPT to get your answer, or the ChatGPT what to do basically. So those are instructions. Now, if you start enriching those prompts, then context comes into picture. Okay, so what is that? To provide additional information on top of the basic prompts to ChatGPT, and that helps you in returning better result. Okay, it can be identity or any specific characteristics. Okay, so place, types, all these things, name, those are the different extra additional information that you are providing to ChatGPT with respect to that context. Now coming to input data. Okay, what is input data? Request ChatGPT to work on some additional text. Okay, need within the same context. Okay, so basically the prompt engineering is nothing but enriching your set of commands basically. Okay, so here in input data you are providing more informations, more text, okay, to the OpenAI tool to provide you very specific contextual informations based on your requirement. Now what is an output indicator? Output indicator is the format that you expect ChatGPT to provide you the result. Okay, so the output format of the result can be JSON, tabular, okay, how many words, etc. So those are more the completions pattern. Okay, so that is how you can define the prompt elements. Now let's discuss about some examples of those elements. Okay, now if I start with instruction, I have taken a very simple example. Okay, is for example, please suggest some good hotels near New Delhi railway station to have a lunch. Okay, so I'm going to New Delhi, and then I will be reaching there probably at the lunch time. Okay, and then I want to have my lunch, and then I'm asking a chat GPT that please suggest some good hotels near the railway station. So that is the instruction or the basic prompts basically. Okay. Now if I want to contextualize it, or I want to add the context elements on top of that, then I would, define the context more in a granular way. Okay. For example, I am a vegetarian because I'm going to have a lunch. Then I am a vegetarian and I want to have my lunch around the station, after 2 p.m. So I'm giving a context. Okay. I'm just adding a time and then how I'll be, what kind of characteristics I am basically. So I'm a vegetarian. So that is the context. Now I'm providing some more data on top of the context. For example, I want to have some good sweets. Okay. So I'm adding more text to that particular context that I want to have more sweets. Okay. With my lunch. So that is the input data. And then what is an output indicator? I am asking or I am requesting the OpenAI tool here in this case ChatGPT to kindly help me to get the information in a tabular format. Okay, so that is the output indicator. So it's a very simple example. You can play with a lot of complex example as well. Okay, so first instruction is the basic prompts, then contextualize it on top of the basic prompts, and then you provide some more text to that context to get more accurate result based on your need, and then uh, the completion part basically. So how are you expecting to get the result from the OpenAI tool? So that is how you can proceed with your prompt engineering. Now, just to validate that, you can also try with a different way here. I have used OpenAI, chat.openai.com. I have taken the basic subscription, and then the same thing I'm starting, okay, using the prompt engineering. So if you see here, the first instruction that I'm giving to the chat GPT is please suggest some good hotels near the railway station, and it's I have just taken the snapshots because it's big response completion. So I'm just taking snapshots and based on chat, I mean OpenAI, chat.openai.com at that particular snapshot basically. So with the basic prompt, I'm getting a lot of hotels actually near New Delhi railway station. Okay. Now the second step, I'm contextualize it with more information, so more uh, background to that particular basic prompts is I'm arriving New Delhi railway station at 2 p.m. So I basically need to have my lunch after 2 p.m. Okay. That is what I've given as a context. Okay. Now, OpenAI or ChatGPT will look for answers based on my context, and it has come up with a lot of examples, a lot of informations like different hotels which is available after 2 p.m. Okay. Now, I have the third steps. I've added few more input data. For example, and to have some sweets or some other sweets elements with my lunch. Okay, then it is coming up with an answer like what all hotels that provides basic, good sweets with lunch. So that is what it is coming up with. Okay, so it has listed few hotels. Those are very famous for sweets basically. Okay. Now, the fourth one, like the completion state where I am expecting some output data. So for me, it will be easy if I can get the data in a tabular format. And then I have requested OpenAI that please provide me and the response in a tabular format. Okay. So it has nicely created a tabular format with place, specialty of suites based on hotels, and then some notes basically. Okay. So this is how it works. So you can also try with different other examples like I want to build a resume. Okay. And then resumes to be more contextualized as you are actually building your resume for this kind of a position or this kind of opportunity. Then to add more input data like you are a cloud architect. Okay. you have experience in Azure, then you are working as a solution architect within cloud or a DevOps engineer within cloud. So those are more input data to the OpenAI tool, and then based on all that, probably you'll be expecting and a resume on a document format that you can also specify to ChatGPT. Okay, so that is how you can define different other example. You can also help ask ChatGPT to help you to write an application or write a letter. Okay, based on certain context. That also you can try. So you can play with hundreds of examples. Then you will get to know how instructions, context, input and output data works as a prompt element. Okay. And now, be specific is when we are writing prompts to any OpenAI tools like ChatGPT, then try to be more contextual. Okay, group list of industries, data, constants, etc. So it is more again you are trying to fine tune your prompts basically on a very specific level. So it's more granular level. You are asking ChatGPT with various instruction data constants to make your completions very specific. Okay. For example, the same topic I have again taken here is I have written a set of prompts like I am a vegetarian. I want to have my lunch around New Delhi railway station after 2 p.m. afternoon and to have some sweets, rasmalai with my lunch. Hotel distance I have given here not be more than 500 meter. And then I am also asking for hotel should have a family cabin to have the lunch. Hotel should have Navratna Koma available. So just I have started adding uh, various granular data to that prompt basically. So that is where it's called be specific on your prompt basically to make it more accurate. Okay. Now with that particular set of multiple sets of commands, ChatGPT has given me a tabular format of completion answers basically. So if you can see here, like uh, it has given me few hotels which is within 500 meter of the railway stations, and then the specialty of sweet specialty of those particular hotel, Navratra Korma, yes or no, all these things. So whether they have family cabin or not, all these things it has come up with. So that is how it looks like. So the basic idea of this session, because prompt is a very fundamental element or fundamental part of any OpenAI tool, basically. So that is what I want to cover. Very high level overview of how a prompt uh, engineering works, what all prompt elements you have to take care. Okay. Uh, Now, if you want to get more into it, I have taken a reference from this site basically. It has a lot of other materials as well. So you can go through it. You can try with OpenAI by creating a basic subscription account with different prompt engineering, okay, with different elements as well. So that's it. Thank you and have a good day.